Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and beautiful, delicate snowflakes. And welcome back to The Struggle, a news talk show powered by baby boomer resentment. I'm your host, Amber Schultz. Tonight's light-hearted topics include being hired as a sugar baby, vegans marching, and millennial slang. Hundreds of students have signed up for sugar daddy relationships via website Seeking Arrangement, which matches wealthy older men and women with young university students. Melbourne's RMIT has the second highest number of students on the site, proving once again that design students will do anything for a chance to show off their portfolio. The site states its members have the potential to earn an average of $2,700 per month in exchange for spending sexy time with some of these charming men. Sniffer 1, a married man looking to find a girl to help with dress up, whatever that means. Or Melbourne fella, a married man with a solid build who has never had a complaint. Lol. And finally, good fella gone bad who assures us he is STD free, because nothing says STD free like repeating it. The website promises to offer relief for tuition, student loan debts, and other university-related costs. So, being the good people that we are, The Struggle signed up our intern.
Pretty woman, walking down the street, pretty woman.
Sugar baby relationships are part of the growing gig economy, a market comprised of employees who work on short-term contracts or freelance as opposed to permanent jobs. There are concerns for the 1 million Australians working as independent contractors who do not receive superannuation, sick leave, or life insurance. Australia has the fourth largest system of retirement savings at $2.1 trillion. Yet my Host Plus account reckons I only have 4 cents. Of course, thanks to the rampant wage theft and the gig economy, these savings are set to decrease, with many millennials completely unaware as to whether or not they're receiving superannuation.
What super fund are you in? No idea, mate. Do you know what balance you've got?
Got no clue, mate.
Uber is claiming that it is not part of the gig economy and is currently facing probing by the ACCC, with many alleging Uber has unfair contracts with restaurant owners. Uber takes 35% of sales shares, and restaurants are responsible for refunding cold or late food. Many restaurant owners allege they have lost money through Uber Eats due to customer complaints. At some point, you just got to tell the customer to have their Kung Pao chicken cold or not at all. Riders reportedly carry out multiple deliveries in one trip in a desperate attempt to increase their meagre pay rates to minimum wage. The Transport Workers Union found more than 76% of riders earned less than minimum wage. Some riders were paid as little as $6.67 per hour, according to the union. Whoa, who knew Uber was such dicks? It's so rare for a $1 million application to let us down. We cross now to our intern to see what it's like earning less than minimum wage with Uber Eats.
$6 an hour? So this is what getting paid feels like.
Thanks, intern. We millennials have grown up privileged with access to some great things. Superannuation not included. We have technology, improved gender equality, and vaccinations. Last week was the World Health Organization's World Immunisation Week. This year's theme was Vaccines Work, highlighting a fact that has been around since the smallpox vaccination was developed in 1796. The Australian government has put pressure on individuals to vaccinate, sticking it to the anti-vaxxers, with initiatives such as the No Jab, No Play, allowing childcare centres to block enrolment from children who are not fully immunised. Vaccinations are important, not just for the individual, but for the wider community, to protect those who cannot be vaccinated from illness, known as herd immunity. Government initiatives aim to increase vaccination rates from the current 94% to 95%, something which many anti-vaxxers are unhappy about. Anti-vaxxers freak out over long-worded chemical compounds, such as gelatin, the thing in gummy bears, potassium phosphate, found in bananas and useful to prevent kidney stones, and human albumin, the protein in blood plasma. Big words are scary, Just this morning, I had a cup of dihydrogen monoxide laced with dicaffeolinquinic acid, sprinkled with disaccharide sucrose, and topped up with lactic acid. Terrifying. Now, we at The Struggle understand good journalism is about presenting both sides of the story. So here is a prominent anti-vaxxer stating their case. Screaming animals brings us to the next segment of our show, animal rights. Australia has been on animal activists' shit list of late, following reports of sheep dying due to overcrowding, heat exhaustion, and lack of food and water. WA farmer Ken Seymour has this to say on banning live exports.
If we ban this industry tomorrow, it would be taken over by other countries who have got very little standards or no standards at all.
However, as images in the clip show, it appears Australia's standards are about as low as Vicky Campion's. So clearly everyone needs to eat more lamb, and hopefully we can prevent any further overcrowding in the future. Come on people, do your bit for the animals. All jokes aside, animal rights is an important issue for all of us, and a very polarising one at that. We go now to our very own bovine correspondent to hear just how bad animal rights are in Australia. Ooh, hot take. Thank you, bovine correspondent. Well, we have been a little harsh on the vegan movement in this episode. Slaughterhouses, factory farming, and cage egg conditions are terrible things, and we'd like to address that. Melbourne hosted an animal rights rally on Saturday with thousands marching through the streets to protest slaughterhouses, dairy farms, and consuming protein. On Sunday, activists protested against animal testing in the cosmetics section of David Jones. We don't want beef with our vegan viewers, so we go now to our hipster barista vegan correspondent here to tell a tasteful vegan joke.
What do you call it when one chickpea murders another? Homicide.
Thanks, hipster barista correspondent. Radio mogul Neil Mitchell listed on 3AW last week a series of slang terms millennials have adopted. Because, quite frankly, who would know millennial slang better than a 66-year-old man working at the same radio desk for over 20 years? Now, Neil Mitchell has had a bit of a fetish for millennials in the past. We frequently appear on his show. Not actual millennials, of course, that would make too much sense, but rather millennial experts. Last week, Neil Mitchell attempted to decipher snowflake slang.
Snowflakes, all of them. Can you tell me what salty means? What about queen or yaaas queen? Do you know what bae means, B-A-E? You're going to have to give up your snowflake accreditation. You sound too sensible. Is cool banned? But we've had a discussion over several minutes and you haven't used like once. Is that difficult?
Mitchell's hate for millennials is pretty palpable. Change is scary, old man. But we believe he left some slang off the list. We go now to our social media influencer here to explain the slang millennials really use.
Yaaas queen, thanks for cutting to me, Amber Bay. Of course we're salty over Neil mother-loving Mitchell. He doesn't even get us. Slang, or what he likes to call it, millennial dialect, are things like GTA, I get the avo. Lamesy, lame and lazy, which is what Neil Mitchell is, by the way, and mamarazzi, a group of moms who fan over their kids with their mobile phones, which is what you guys should be doing over me. But anyway, I gotta go bar out now. Don't forget to follow me on Insta, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo Answers, Tram Tracker, and Clash of Clans. Don't leave me on red bitches. I'll rage swipe you on Tinder. Peace and love, send nudes.
What? This isn't live. Where are those tweets coming from? Of course, you don't have to be a millennial to use millennial slang well. Channel 9's Peter Hitchner nailed it.
You may be shook or even a bit salty about this next story. Oh yes, but fam, I guarantee you'll be lit. Absolutely.
Respect. That's our show. Thank you so much for watching. Find us on Facebook and leave your vegan jokes in the comments. Join us next week as we tackle injection rooms, Centrelink, and the tampon tax. I'm Amber Schultz. Goodbye from everyone here at The Struggle. It's real.